Hey guys, it's been a while. I have some stuff that I have to go grab, but I will be right back. Just cue the dumbass intro. I'm back, and this is another recent video game pickups. Actually, not so recent. It's been quite a while, as I said earlier. We've had, a hurricane here. The street was torn apart. Your boy aged since the last time you saw me. I am now 21. What's up, what's up? I'm just going to go ahead and get right into it. Spoiler alert. If you want to see what I want to talk about next, my pile is right here. You can actually see it now. It's usually off camera, but I don't really have a better spot for it right now because I reorganized my room, and I've got my list on my computer here, so I will just go ahead and start with what's on top, which looks like PC games, except for this. I'll put that off to the side. Alright, so first up we've got a Pokemon Play It trading card game for PC. Nothing too special, just a disc in there, and then a little cardboard sleeve. There's the front, there's the back, so obviously it's complete. It doesn't have a manual, and this cost me a whole 50 cents. Wow. Alright, next up we've got Freddy Fish 4, and next up we've got Freddy Fish 4. I got two separate disc variants of this, and they were both $1 each, and that's actually it for my PC pickups. So next up, looks like we've got PlayStation 1. I lied! Freddy Fish 2. There we go. That was also $1. Now, we're done with my PC pickups. Alright, so WF Warzone for PlayStation 1. It is complete. The game plays fine. There's the disc, there's the manual. And this cost me 35 cents. Can't beat that. One more PlayStation 1 pickup. It's an official US PlayStation Magazine demo disc, number 25 from October 1999. It's going to go right into my demo collection. Haven't actually played this one yet, but it's got some pretty good things on there. Bugs Bunny Lost in Time, Wipeout 3, Pac-Man, Toy Story 2, Metal Gear Solid, Rugrats 2, Hot Wheels, Wu-Tang. Got some pretty good games on there. So I'm hyped to add that to my demo collection. And that is all for PlayStation 1. Next up, it looks like we've got DS games. So, go ahead and start with what's on top. We've got Looney Tunes Duck Amuck. It says $4, but this actually did have a discount. I got it for $2.80, so not bad. It is complete. Not a wonderful game, but the manual's in there, the game's in there. Played it for a bit. Probably won't play it for some time now, but some sucker paid 15 bucks for it, and I was not that sucker, so at least I'm thankful for that. Next up, we've got Call of Duty Black Ops. This only cost me $1 from a thrift store. They actually had a bunch of DS games in the cases, stacked probably like, I really like to sneeze, hang on. Bananas, watermelon, ooh, it's not gonna happen, not gonna happen. Okay, anyways, so they had a bunch of DS games stacked up, probably like 10 of them, and I went through, I'm like, oh dude, I'm just gonna get all of these. They're $1 a piece, 10 bucks, 10 games, can't beat that. And I opened them up, and only 2 games were in there, and one of them was Call of Duty Black Ops. I played the tutorial, don't really like the controls. I'll probably mess with this a little bit more on like a future road trip or something, but nothing that I'm going to do at home. My guess is somebody just got the 2 games that were in there out of a GameStop dumpster, as well as all the cases, and brought them there. This one had a tooth mark in it. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a tooth mark on the bottom. And it also went to the back. I did have to cut away a little bit of the plastic, but it doesn't mess up how the pins line up. It does play fine. The manual's in there. Cost me $1. Not bad. Next up, we've got Plants vs. Zombies, which is something that I've actually been wanting for quite a while, but I don't want to pay like 12 bucks for it at GameStop. It does have the slipcase here, which is cool. It's got a little chunk bitten out of it. And it is complete. This is the second game that was at that thrift store. The game was filthy when I got it, which is another reason I say they may have gotten it from the dumpster. The label has some stains all around it. And then the back, I don't know if you could see this, you probably can, but in where the pins are, it is just filthy. This game actually does not read. I'm going to have to clean those pins a little more and hope for the best, because this is a great game, and I'd love to play it, be able to play it not on my phone or on console, so that'd be pretty sweet if I could get this working, but it is complete. Got that for $1. And I've got one more DS pickup, I believe. Yep. And it's right here. It's an actual Nintendo DS Lite. If I have a picture of it, I'll go ahead and throw it up in the corner, but when I got this, it was covered in duct tape. It is missing the battery pack, sadly, so I have it taped in there, but I don't care, really. It does have the stylus in here, but the reason I got it was because I opened it up and I saw this R4 card in there. I got this DS for 10 bucks with the R4 included, and it even has the little micro SD card in there, which is cool, so I don't have to pay for that. It's loaded with games. It's got a bunch of Zelda, a bunch of Pokemon, a bunch of Mario, and R4 cards are expensive themselves, and this DS works fine, and my DS Lite, my original one, which I also got used, has marker all over it. I didn't do it, the previous owner did, and the bottom right side of the screen is dead. This one works perfectly. The only flaw is it doesn't have the battery pack, so I'm actually going to take it off of my old DS and put it on this one. And that's all for my DS pickups. I was so glad to get that with the R4 card, because that's something I've been wanting for a while, but didn't want to shell out the money to buy. Next up, we've got Sega Genesis. I only have one pickup this time around for Sega Genesis, which is more than usual. I usually don't have any. But it's 10 games in one cartridge. I do already have this. It came with the AT Games little plug and play that came out a few years back. They've done a few different versions of them. This is the same exact one that I have, though. So it has the same games. I have a duplicate, whatever. I'm sure I could find someone to trade for, and that cost me a $1.50. Not bad. 10 games for $1.50. Next up, we've got Xbox 360. Here's Rumble Bosses XX. Haven't actually played this one. The only reason I got it was because, one, it's a fighting game. Fighting games are usually pretty good. And two, at this Goodwill, I never find anything. I've been in this Goodwill probably like 10 times, never left with a thing. This is the first time I ever bought something there, and it was just because I never see 360 games there, or games in general. So I'm like, you know what? It's $2, might as well. $1.99. And it's complete. And it plays fine, but I haven't actually played it, I just tested it out. I have one more Xbox 360 pickup, and it's this red and black controller right here. Got this for $2 after the hurricane. I went to the thrift store right down the road. Their card machine wasn't working, otherwise I would have gotten a copy of Final Fantasy for PlayStation 1. That's my dog barking at the mailman. I don't know if you can hear that or not. But, there he is. He's on my front porch, putting a package at my door for the next Media Mail Day. Stay tuned for that. But, yeah, so here it is. I'll put a picture of this up, or a little video in the corner. This was absolutely disgusting when I got it. It did come with a battery pack, the red one, and it had batteries all corroded in it. They ended up getting into the actual circuit board of the controller and ruining it. But for $2, I'm like, you know what, I can clean it up. If the controller works, it works. If it doesn't, sucks for me. But I did have an old controller lying around that I went ahead and took the innards of that and put them into this. So now this works fine, and I did order a red battery pack from eBay for like $1 from China, which you'll see in the next video game pickups. But yeah, so this works fine now. I got an old controller that was no longer being used back in use, and it only cost me $2. Alright, so that's all for Xbox 360. Next up, we've got one GameCube pickup. I actually just picked this up 2 days ago, I want to say. It's Rainbow Six 3. Not Rainbow 63, Rainbow Six 3, Tom Clancy game. I'm sure you know the series. For GameCube, it is complete. It plays fine. It's a great game. Played it when I was younger. I'm sure I'll play it again. So there's that, and that cost me $1.99. Next up, we've got Wii. This one I also picked up about 2 days ago. It is Shonen Jump Bleach Shattered Blade. I'm not an anime person, so I do not know this show at all, but the game does look fun. Another fighting game. It's not complete, sadly. The game is in there. It's got a few surface scratches, but I'm hoping it'll work fine. Haven't tested it out yet, but hopefully that'll end up being a pretty nice game. Next, we've got new My Sims Kingdom. Haven't tried this one out either. I've never actually played any of the My Sims if they're anything like the original Sims, I'm sure I will enjoy them. This one's complete, manual, disc. The disc has like no scratches. It's actually quite impressive. I don't know if... Actually, now that I'm showing you, I see a couple little scratches. But it does play fine. The case is cracked, so I'll probably end up replacing that. I don't know if you can... There we go. But it plays fine. I haven't actually played it, but I did test it out, so I'm assuming it plays all the way through fine. Has minimal scratches, so I'm sure it will. Next up is Domino Rally for the Wii. And it is also complete, and this cost me $1.99 as well, and so did My Sims Kingdom. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. Alright, next up, and the actual last console we have. Actually, you know what? Nope, that's not true. One more handheld game. Madagascar for Game Boy Advance. Cost me 99 cents. I've still got the sticker on the back. Haven't played it yet, but I did have this game for PlayStation 2 when I was younger. No longer have it. I still have the case, but I don't have the game. Probably let someone borrow it and whatever happens from there. But yeah, if it's anything like that, I'm sure I will enjoy this. I'll go ahead and give it a try pretty soon, but not quite right now. I've got a lot going on. Alright, now we're on to the last console. Go ahead and start with this one, because I actually got it bundled with that Game Boy Advance game. PlayStation 2 third-party memory card. Came just like this with a rubber band around it. Just said, well, there goes that. It just said 99 cents, so I got it. And turns out this was actually a PS2 memory card. So I got that for free, technically, because I paid for the GBA game. Ended up getting that as well. So next up, we've got Secret Service, a PlayStation 2 game. It is complete. I haven't tried it out yet, but the back looks pretty intriguing, so I'm sure I'll enjoy it as long as the controls are decent. But there's that, and this cost me $1. Not bad at all. And then we've got Manhunt 2. Haven't played the second one, not yet, but the first one, played the hell out of it when I was a kid, and I loved it. So if it's anything like that, I'm sure I will enjoy it. I've said that so much this video, but it's true. Complete disc manual, and that also cost me $1. Alright, so next up, the final game pickup I have is Full Metal Alchemist for the PlayStation 2. This I picked up a couple days ago. I picked it up on a wing. I'm not actually going to play it myself. I got this from my girlfriend because she saw it and she's like, oh my god, I didn't know that existed. And so, yeah, it's really, really jacked up. But sometimes the PS2 readers can be pretty good if you spin a lens cleaning disc before it. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a try, cross my fingers, hope for the best. This was disc only, but I did go ahead and print up the artwork for her. And I'm really just hoping this works so she can try it out, because she was pretty excited about it. Alrighty, and just as my last pickup video had, check it out. It's another PS2 Slim. This one did cost me a little bit more than the last one. Let's see, I got the console for $5, and it did come with the two memory cards, blue and red, and it also came with the power cord, official PlayStation, Sony, and the AV cords, also official, no third party. This one works much better than the last one I got. This one reads games without a problem. The last one, it did read games without a problem, but after playing like 2 or 3 games, it did quit out on me, and now every time I use it, I have to use a lens cleaning disc first, which is fine. I got it for like $2.50, but it's a little bit of a hassle. I came home, opened it up, and it actually had Grand Theft Auto, the first one, for PlayStation 1. So that's pretty cool, because, I mean, that game's not great, but we all know what that game brought on in the series. Some pretty great games. So now I have the start of it all. Alright, and my last video game pickup, not technically a video game, but it is video game related, is this new Super Mario Bros. Lunchbox. I'm not going to use it for lunch, but I have used it to tote my games back and forth from here to my girlfriend's house, because sometimes we play multiplayer games. But, yeah, so it works great for that. I think I got it for like $2. I didn't write it down, so I don't remember. But, yeah, stoked on all these pickups. I got some pretty great stuff this time around, I think. And that is it. So stay tuned for whatever's coming to my channel. I've uploaded tutorials lately. I've uploaded some concert footage that I was pretty stoked about. Now you're watching video game pickups, and I've got another media mail day on the way, because I'm going to go downstairs and get that package that my mailman left. So, until next time, you guys, deuces. Thanks for watching.